things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Catch in the middle. It's Walters. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Landry. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Marion. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Vols line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The LSU Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Callaway. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gives it on the option. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Otis. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Looking for a man. It's Landry. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Finds us back in the middle. Shakes off the defender.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Landry. Got it in the middle. It's Walters. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Irvin. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. He leaves it with his back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Irvin. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back to throw, it's Landry. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going. One
snap coming before they head to the locker room. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. That's caught. It's the Spartans. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
The Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Sweet punt there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Crowell. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for a crease. It's Callaway. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
28, Tennessee, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Crowell. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Crowell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. LSU right back to the line. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. grabbed in the backfield. It's Marion. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on the show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Vols come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We've seen throughout the course of defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Ripping through the defense. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Got his man on the outside. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They'll go to the air on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Irvin. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.